Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another video. This time I am back with another playthrough of my Forbidden Lands series featuring Gunnolf and Ulric, where I will be picking up where I stopped last time, which was a bit ago. It was about 97 days ago, according to Foundry, last time I played. So it's been a bit, and that's the last time I played Forbidden Lands. But I wanted to return to the series at least one more time before next year, because next year I'm going to start a new RPG playthrough series. And not that I may never come back to this series, but I definitely won't come back to it as often, even though 100 days isn't that frequent. So last we left off, the two heroes were making a trip up to Wind End from their castle Firewater, ran into a ton of skeletons and no fun times really for them. So what I did was I'm just gonna fast forward like a day. I'm saying they made it to Wind End fine, they rested up, and now we're starting on Springrise 48, new day, everybody's healed, and we're ready to get going. One thing I really want to make sure that happens this session, it's probably gonna be a little bit of a shorter episode, but we haven't really had any proper combat with Forbidden Lands. We kind of had some a little bit last session, but that was like really out there because there was just a ton of skeletons. So I couldn't really fight my way out of that. So I want to do one proper combat. So I figured, you know, normally I let Mythic and kind of the dice dictate where the story goes and whatnot, but today I just wanted to decide. The Gunnolf and Ulric came to town to get tools. So in Wind End, there is the smith that's led by owner named Froda, who is a young wolfkin. So I'm gonna just say that what we're gonna do is we're gonna go talk to Frodo. We can say this already happened. We've already talked to Frodo, and Froda, not Frodo, and they have a quest that they need done, and in return they will give us any tools we need and a couple hirelings at least for a week. We'll say since they're a smith, maybe there is a local mine shaft nearby that they get stone and minerals and such from, and recently maybe the mine shaft has been overrun, or maybe the route there is perilous. We can maybe kind of figure that out right now, and let the dice kind of dictate that. But that's what I kind of want today's session to be, is going on a bit of a quest, having a bit of combat, getting everything we need, and then making our way back to Firewater. Once again, we'll see how that goes. This is gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, and I tend to get sidetracked and spend too much time on things, but also, you know, Mythic and Forbidden Lands just in general like to throw just stuff at you every now and again. So we're starting on Springrise 48, and let's go ahead and do a quick weather roll to see what the weather looks like. It's pleasant temperature, clear skies, and gales for wind. I will definitely take that. Okay, and let's just say this spot south of town is where the mines is located. That's kind of near a mountain region, so that makes sense. I also want to be kind of close to the town. Like there's a marker on the map over here, but that's too far, and I figured it should be pretty much adjacent. So I think that makes sense that the mine's located south of town. So let's real quick ask Mythic a couple questions to get some details, and we'll get this quest on the road. So first off, does this have danger involve the mine itself, or something like between the town and the mine? So does it involve the mine itself? I think it's very likely. And what does Mythic say? It's thinking about it. It's gonna roll the dice. There we go, and that is a 17. Yes, it involves the mine itself. Is it because some creatures took over the mine or something like that? I'm gonna go with, once again, very likely, because I'm kind of wanting this to happen anyway, but I want Mythic to confirm. And yes, so it's some sort of creatures or something took over the mine. I assume it's something like non-intelligent, it wasn't like some other faction of human. It's like a beast, right? So I'm gonna go with nearly certain on that one. It is some sort of like, yeah, kind of like creature or beast, and the monster, something like that. And the answer is yes. So, okay, it's not something between the town and the mines. It's something in the mine. Something has gone inside of it, or maybe was lurking deep and has come up more towards the surface. But whatever it is, it's causing Froda some issues, and they're not able to get their stuff for the mine to do their smithing. So great, we have a quest in mind. Let's get going. So we will have to, let me see. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. I mean, I haven't played since the last time I did my session, so it was like 100 days ago. So first we need to open up the group and hike. Once again, this is gonna be a shorter episode, and I'm kind of just winging it. So let's just say quarter day later we get there. I don't know where my clock is. Normally I have a little clock going somewhere, but we'll just say we hike and it's a clear day. So let's just say we get there for the sake of argument. So now it's around noon. I don't know where my clock add-on is. Hold on. Okay, it's enabled. I don't know where it is. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much because this is the kind of stuff that's gonna get me distracted. I'm not gonna actually get to play. Okay. Our heroes reach the mine. Once again, I'm playing Gunnolf is the Wolfkin hunter, and Ulric is also a Wolfkin, but a fighter. Gunnolf has a longbow, studded leather armor, and studded leather cap. Ulric has a longsword and studded leather armor. So I wonder, let's ask Mythic real fast. Does Froda know what exactly is in the mine? I would think it's very likely, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's double check. Yes, okay. So let's maybe, I think there's some random encounter tables to roll on. Book of Beasts, maybe. Random encounters, here we go. We could do like mountains. Okay, I couldn't roll anything good. So I just went into the beast area and was just looking through, and I'm gonna go with there's some ghouls, okay? Maybe I can at least roll a d4 to see how many. Let's say there's at least 2 ghouls, and we'll roll a d2 to see how many extra there are. So there's 1 or 2 extra, so there's 3 ghouls total. Okay, at least that is in the initial part of the cave. So maybe we can make a stealth check to see how stealthy we are entering the cave and to see if the ghouls hear us. Since we're in a group, it makes the most sense that whoever has the worst stealth is who should be doing the stealth check. So we're gonna have Ulric do it and see how that goes. Probably not great. We got a success, so I think, you know, these ghouls probably aren't the most attentive, most perceptive, I guess the word is I was looking for. And we wander into the cave, given no, what's their, I forget the smith's name. Froda, her instructions, and we see mining equipment, pickaxes laying on the ground that were left as people ran in a hurry, maybe some unfortunate souls that didn't make it out alive, and we see the bodies of them in there. But we see 3 ghouls kind of lurching around. They don't see us, so I think that it's safe to say with that stealth check that we will have a chance to hit them first. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 ghouls to the map. Have Gunnolf line. I'm gonna have Ulric kind of get in a good position. So which one's which? Gunnolf should be further back. Ulric will be kind of like approaching, but kind of behind like a rock or something. And then we'll add the 3 ghouls. Maybe they're pretty spread out. Just kind of they're just like zombies. They're just wandering the mine shaft. I'll add everybody to initiative, but then like I said, I think since I think we'll get a surprise round. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the surprise round attack first, and then we'll do initiative. So Gunnolf will attack with their longbow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll for that. Sharpshooter will apply. Let's see how this goes. That's a lot of dice and not a single success. 1 success. Okay, to do 1 damage to, let's just say the one in front, just probably the one that's closest. I don't think they have anything crazy gear wise. They just have a bite attack. Yeah, this is gonna be maybe pretty easy, but you know what? I just want some encounter, right? So they take 1 damage to their strength. And with that, we have alerted their attention and are officially in combat. So, boy, oh boy, these names are not helpful, but we'll still draw. And I guess this is the first combat. You just draw cards for initiative. There's no rolling of dice, which I think is pretty interesting. So we shall begin combat. I can also pop this out so we can kind of place this wherever. Place it maybe up here. I know I got stuff everywhere on my screen, which is nice, but it's also just maybe a bit much, but I don't care. Okay, so, and let me see, can I just, this will take 2 seconds. Hold on. I'm just gonna make sure, always for everyone. That's not very helpful. Hold on. Okay, so let's get combat going. So in brief, like I said, I might get a little bit of the rules wrong because I haven't played this game, and like I said, last time I played it's almost 100 days. Combat is pretty straightforward. Each character has a fast action and a slow action. Fast action or slow actions are going to be your main things like attacking. I believe moving is also a slow action. Fast actions are stuff like aiming, which I probably should have done with Gunnolf, but I kind of forgot that's a thing. But that's also how you can dodge attacks. So someone's swinging at me, I can save my fast action and then use it when I get attacked to dodge. It's a pretty cool system. So it's first this ghoul's companion, the ghoul's turn, the one in back. So maybe it was turned towards us. It saw the arrow go flying through the air and hit its friend right in the chest, and it is alerted. So we're gonna say, I mean, we're probably not too far away in terms of like ranges. I think Gunnolf was like short range, while Ulric is like near this guy, but then short range and short range. They're probably pretty far from this one in the back. But let me double check something real fast. Okay, I was just double checking. So moving is a fast action. So we'll say this ghoul is able to, with its fast action, move up to Ulric, and with its slow action, going to attack Ulric with its bite attack. So that's under gear, monster attacks. Wait, why is it not under just combat? Oh, is it like, do I have to like equip their bite? Is that what's going on? Hold on. I think I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do that with each one, but that's okay. So we're just going to have it bite at Ulric and see if that goes. Which I don't know if that's gonna land. Oh, okay, that's gonna do 2 damage. So armor in this game, Ulric's not gonna spend any actions to try to avoid it, but Ulric does have some armor on, so I get to roll to try to mitigate some of that damage incoming, which I didn't do, which is not a good start, because maybe I should have tried to dodge it, because that's 2 damage right off the rip. That's going to make it a lot harder for Ulric to start swinging as he gets bitten by this ghoul. But that is the ghoul's turn, and now it is Gunnolf's turn. Gunnolf sees this ghoul charging up to Ulric and taking a bite at them, so he quickly has fast action, aims his longbow, and slow action fires it, which essentially will just give him a +1. So can I make this like 2 modifier? I think that's how that works. We'll see. I should be rolling like a lot of dice, like 12. I think that's gonna do that, right? And I didn't roll a single success, so that's pretty fun. I could push it, but I'm using my agility, and that's gonna hurt it at least 2, but I think this is gonna be needed, so let's go ahead and push it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Dang, that's pretty good. So push the roll, so I rolled 3 Banes, so that means, yeah, I guess I take 2 to my agility, and then the longbow gets damaged by 1, which is not great, because that just means it's going to do less damage or less bonuses. I forget exactly how that works, but that's not good. So, okay, but 3 damage to this guy in front is pretty good. That means they are almost dead. They have no fast action to try to dodge. They don't have any armor to absorb it, so that's just that. Ulric then, it's now their turn. Maybe I should have used like a fast action to at least try to dodge the bite, but too little too late. So I'm gonna save my fast action because I don't need to move, and just use my slow action to attack with my longsword at this ghoul right in front of Ulric, trying to take him out. And that's pretty good. So 2 damage will be enough to take it out, right? So boom, and they are dead. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete them off the map. I don't know, that gets them out of initiative too. Easy peasy. And that is Ulric's turn. So now we got 2 more ghouls to deal with. 1 down, 2 to go. This one is going to use its fast action to move, to run up to Ulric, and then we'll use its slow action to use its bite, which I guess is not equipped. There we go. And it's going to try to bite at Ulric, which I think Ulric is going to try to dodge this time, but I think I still get to do that first, and then Ulric gets to dodge. Standing dodge. No, we won't do a standing dodge, or else I'm not gonna. And I don't think it's a slash attack. I think it's just a normal. What kind of attack is this? Is this a slash attack? It's got a little slash looking thing. I don't think that's a slash attack. We'll just say no. See, can I dodge this at all? Can I push a dodge? I can. I'm gonna push that. That wasn't maybe great. So my agility gets hurt, and I still take 2 more damage, but I can try to have the armor hopefully absorb some of it. Maybe, surely. Okay, the armor absorbs 1. Still not a great spot for Ulric, considering he's already taken 3 damage. The other ghoul is definitely not going to be able to make it to Gunnolf, but we'll start charging that way. So then it's back to the top at Gunnolf. Gunnolf sees this ghoul just charging at him. Fast action, aim? Or should I save my fast action if I don't kill it? Do I just go all out? I don't think this one hasn't been hit yet, right? Decisions. I'm gonna take fast action aim to get an extra bonus. I hope I don't get hit because this ain't gonna be good if I do, but I'm gonna try to shoot at it and see how much damage I can do. I'm gonna push it. What's the worst that could happen? Famous last words, but okay. Hit him for 2 damage. 2 damage, not bad. Hits him right in the shoulder. They kind of lunge back a little bit, but that took both fast and slow action. So if I get hit, I'm not dodging or parrying. It's back to Ulric. Ulric will then take their long sword and take a stab at the one in front of them. They will be able to use sword fighter. Now let's see how this goes. Okay. How much health does this guy have? Does they? I'm gonna push that because I could do 2 damage, but if I can get at least 1 more damage, that's gonna be pretty good. Instead, I rolled another Bane. So 2 damage, Gunnolf, or Ulric slices at the ghoul, chops one arm completely off, but the thing is still alive. Should have gone for the head, famous last words, but Ulric's taking another hit to their strength. Back to the ghoul in front of Ulric, which is just going to attack. It should have probably dodged because it had its... It's too late. I already went. It should have probably tried to dodge. I forgot that's a thing. But okay, whatever. We're just going to play it forward and say that this guy is going to try to bite. Man, they're landing their bites left and right. So that's going to hit Ulric. Ulric will try to dodge again. I was prone because I did a standing dodge, so I can't dodge. I would have had to use my fast action, I think, to get back up from being prone, because you can either do a standing dodge, which means you're standing, or you could try to do a not standing dodge, which means after the dodge you're prone. You like jump onto the ground to dodge out of the way, which is what Ulric did. And so they were on the ground, so I actually think they don't have their fast action to try to dodge again. So unless my armor absorbs some of this, I'm gonna be taking 2 more damage, which is gonna maybe knock me out. Thankfully the armor did absorb 1, so unfortunately, though, Ulric is still knocked out. Oh boy, okay. This ain't good. Other ghoul is coming towards Gunnolf and actually will make it to Gunnolf and try to bite at Gunnolf. And let's see how this goes. I think I need to, this is their first bite attack, so it wasn't equipped for some reason. And I'm gonna bite at them, and just a reminder that I already used my fast action with Gunnolf, so dodging is not an option here. Ooh, 3 damage coming at Gunnolf. That's not good because they don't have a lot of strength. They have 3 strength, so if my armor doesn't absorb any of this, we're dead. All it comes down to this. Nope. Nope. 3 hits to Gunnolf, and they both fall unconscious. Well, that's not good. They're dead. Well, yeah, they're at least unconscious. Well, I wanted this episode to be kind of short, but not this short. I guess this is where we will leave this then. Not, like I said, not quite how I wanted this to go. Not as I was gonna make it a little bit longer than this, but I guess not. I wanted to do some combat, and well, this is what I get. I just didn't. I guess 3 goals was too many. I thought 2 was too little, but it could have been 4 if the dice rolled that. Okay, well, you know, maybe they're not dead fully. Maybe someone will come in and save them, and these heroes will reappear at some point in the future. But honestly, it's not looking good for them. They are both knocked unconscious by some ghouls. A very pretty anticlimactic way to kind of end this playthrough series, which like I said, I kind of wanted to wrap it up soon anyway, and that's why I want to return to it to at least do a little bit more with it, but not like this. This was not my intention. But that's just how it goes. It's a dangerous land out there in Forbidden Lands, especially for two pretty untrained wolfkin trying to just make it out in the world. So I guess that's where we leave it for today. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this series with Gunnolf and Ulric. Definitely not how I wanted it to end. I wanted to kind of keep it going, and who knows, maybe they're not dead, but they're probably dead. Like dead. And I don't know if anybody's going to save them. They're in a random mine and with a bunch of ghouls. These guys are zombies. Right? They're going to not just let a dead body be. They're going to like eat the flesh and all that. So yeah, not looking too good for Gunnolf and Ulric, but hope you all enjoyed this series. I know I definitely still really enjoy Forbidden Lands, even though I don't get to play it as much as I'd like to. Still one of my favorite RPGs though, and one I definitely want to return to at some point in the future. But like I said, starting next year, I'm going to start a new RPG playthrough series, so be on the lookout for that. So thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video/series, and until next time, I'll see ya.